I'm going to read from the New Hampshire Constitution. Take my glasses off so I can. Article 28A. The state shall not mandate or assign any new, expanded, or modified programs or responsibilities to any political subdivision in such a way as to necessitate additional local expenditures by the political subdivision unless such programs or responsibilities are fully funded by the state, or unless such programs or responsibilities are approved for funding by a vote of the local legislative body of the political subdivision. November 28, 1984. This is almost a case at a local level of the 10th Amendment of the United States Constitution, in that it protects the political subdivisions from excessive control by the state. I also look at this as being the way that the state can protect those political subdivisions from harm from the federal government as well. My question to you, having said all that, is will the legislature, under your speakership, take to heart the words in that seemingly forgotten article and basically say, we will not force the towns, we will not force the counties to be under further regulation, laws, or whatever you want to call them, that will cause them any more expenditures than what they already have, unless the state furnishes that money?
Your question introduces so many concerns that I have. You know, one of the concerns is with our judiciary, that would look at language like Article 28A and not take from it its clear meaning, which is there's not to be unfunded mandates imposed on the counties and cities and towns. Unfortunately, they've watered that down in their decisions. It's the same result-oriented judiciary we have seen in the Claremont decisions that take the word cherish and come out of it with a completely unwarranted series of decisions that imposes upon towns and cities the obligation to carry out state-run education and requires the state to fund that education. It's just an absurd series of decisions that we need to reverse. Yes, under my speakership, I will certainly work to make sure that towns and cities and counties don't have any further unfunded mandates, and we'll try to make sure that there's sufficient oversight of the judiciary to prevent them from, once again, in that area as in others, thwarting the will of the people as expressed through the legislature.
And then back up towards the federal government to act as a buffer.
One of the concerns we have is that there's legislation, for example, depression area legislation, that allows local government units in New Hampshire to accept funds directly from the federal government, basically to bypass the state and take federal funds which impose, as we know, mandates. That's legislation that has to go away. We have to free ourselves from federal mandates, just as the towns and cities have to be free from state mandates. The government, the Republican ideal of government at the lowest level, can't be met if we're constantly seeing a flow down of obligations from higher levels of government, federal government, state government, down to the lowest levels.